Hi everyone, I'm Samantha, and this week I will be giving a discussion as if I were presenting to the local Birmingham Historical Society. And I used the ProQuest Historical Newspaper Database to look at civil rights events that happened in Alabama, and more specifically in Birmingham, Montgomery, and Selma. Alabama was a major stage for civil rights and many important events that framed the civil rights movement. The first newspaper that I looked at was from the Baltimore Sun, and it covers the 1956 bus riots in Montgomery, where Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat. And the article discusses how the riots began because Rosa Parks was arrested, and 115 people were indicted for these riots, and how Montgomery should prepare for continued violence. The second newspaper was from the New York Times from 1965 that covers Martin Luther King Jr. Telling his fellow African Americans that they were going to march in Selma to the courthouse during a voter registration drive to protest their rights to vote. And this became a journey of several attempts to march as they were continuously stopped by the local police. And this also eventually led to an event known as Bloody Sunday. They do, however, eventually get the attention of President Johnson. Unfortunately, it was due to because of a lot of violence between the police and the African Americans that his attention was brought to them. But in August of 1956, the Voting Rights Act was signed into place. And then Martin Luther King was arrested on April 16th of 1963 in Birmingham, Alabama. And the third newspaper I found was from the New York Times, and it was about his release on April 20th of 1963. And while he was in jail, he wrote his famous letter from Birmingham jail, which was against a group of white clergymen, where he defends his strategy of nonviolent resistance and just discusses, his beliefs on why he's, fighting for what he's fighting for, and, the equality that he wants. And so these three newspapers are really just a small portion of how Alabama played as a stage for civil rights movement. And there's also a fantastic civil rights museum in Birmingham for anyone, if you ever get a chance to make it down here and go. It's a great thing to check out. Thank you.